National Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll give it to him again. No, he just flat ran over it. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Looking for more room. The 40. The 20. Touchdown Tigers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick six, but they're set up on the doorstep.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get routed up.
He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical day.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that.
And he's running in the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Notre Dame right back to the line.
After 30, brings up second down.
They'll go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Offense in the hurry-up. On second down, looking again to throw. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And that pass picked off. Turns it on in midfield. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Man, teams that play cover 1 at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Caught behind the line. It's Perkins. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
A full dive to haul that one in. Clemson jumps to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Got his man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He's going to pass. He wants it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Graves. Delivers the contact. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with their defenses.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to throw on third. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Wall. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Clemson 35, Notre Dame.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play.
He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're trying to get to it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass...
Touchdown, Clemson! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the returner is stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Complete to the right. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Works the middle of the field. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quickly to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks.
Can anyone catch him? And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
Power football with the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in the...
He's going for a big play downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And a first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson.
Okay, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Keep it on the ground. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes Clemson with another first down.
First down.
3:25.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson is quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Second down.
He's going to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Wall. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Right down the middle. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. He wants to throw it again. Buys a little extra time. Going for 6. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Albert. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. SMU made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms that there is something special brewing with these Mustangs. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Brooks. Fights off a defender. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And
got a lot of running room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Clemson jumps to the line. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that was just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On the ground, it's Brooks. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Irish send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll bring it back. It's Graves. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42.
These DBs better stay ready because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed.
He's running free down the middle. Inside the 10.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the field. This is a good sign for this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Clemson is quick to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And they're able to get him on the ground. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. The give to the back. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line. Tried to push his way in, but not quite enough on 4th and goal. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He gets a block. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And you want to dominate in the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Etienne. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. They want to power it in on the ground on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal. 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. A sure tackle to turn it over on downs. Here come the Irish back on offense. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give to the lone running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looking for a block. It's Graves. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Barrels ahead. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yard situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. The give on the inside. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough.
Running toward the tape. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another.
Lofts one high and deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception.
Just steamrolling his way through. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W.